Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing a reading for this weekend's marathon. Let's see, for the Pisces who felt like clicking on this video, what are the most relevant and important messages that they need to hear right now? Spirit, please, please, please bring in the messages that can really make a difference, a positive difference in the life of everyone watching through the most powerful confirmations, the most accurate predictions, and the best advice. My loves, I am offering manifestation sessions. We get to hang out 45 minutes on Zoom. We can have coffee together. You can let me know everything that you're working on manifesting, and I can point you in the right direction or point out any possible blockages that I may be seeing that could help you manifest your desires. I would love to meet you. I have enjoyed them so much, so I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. Alright. First card showing up, King of Cups. Some of you may be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person who is significant in your life at this time. This could be someone who handles emotions in a way that you find inspiring. This could be someone who is very intuitive, very psychic, naturally spiritual. And they may have a lot that you just sort of admire, I'm feeling, about the way that they deal with their emotions. And, you know, even if this person is not a water sign, you may find yourself observing how people deal with their emotions, how they feel when the situations happen, how they process. You may find yourself observing that quite a bit and even like implementing, asking about it, you know, being curious and, you know, with the hopes of developing a healthier connection to your emotions or a healthier process, you know, of dealing with your emotions, perhaps in order to move on from habits or tendencies that could be toxic for you. You know, many times addictions and negative habits, they come as a result of not knowing how to like process our emotions properly. And you may be kind of over that. You may be wanting to leave those habits behind for good. And so you're looking at how other people who you consider healthy, who you consider have a better coping mechanism than you, you're observing them to maybe see what can you extract from that. Interesting. In the past, 5 of Wands. In the challenge, 5 of Pentacles. And in the future, 5 of Swords. Wow. Change. The number 5 is a rather unstable number, in my opinion. Is an energy of change and transformation. It's kind of like when the tower is crumbling, right? And for me, the 6 is more like when the construction of the new tower is kind of like already solid. In the past, you may have found chaos, you know? Maybe in the recent couple of months, you felt like things are kind of like upside down and chaotic. Like everyone has a different opinion. Everyone has a different way of doing things. And instead of harmoniously coming together, there may be resistance, push, pull, a lack of harmony, a lack of like smoothness, if that's a word. You may find that it may be recently hard to like just be okay with everybody. Like everyone has kind of like a reason not to be at ease or something. Maybe that is why you're aiming for a higher awareness on how to deal with conflict or lack of harmony in relationships. Some of you are feeling pressured to evaluate your reactions, to evaluate the connections in your life, to evaluate how you handle conflict, because maybe you're feeling left out in the cold. Maybe you're feeling all alone. Maybe you're feeling like somehow you continue to eliminate people from your life. And you may be wondering if it's a healthy thing or if it's kind of like a sabotage. Some of you are feeling rejected, abandoned. Some of you are feeling like you don't belong. And what the universe wants to tell you is that this is giving birth to a new energy. This is giving you the curiosity necessary for you to perhaps do some research or adopt kind of like new techniques on how to deal with those emotions of yours, which will ultimately bring great things for you. This is an energy of inspiration. And sometimes the truth is we don't get inspired, we don't get moving unless we have a reason to. And sometimes that reason is uncomfortable. Sometimes that reason is sort of laced with pressure, right? For us to make a move. And maybe that's what's going on now. By you researching, asking around, or just learning more about how to process emotions in a way that is healthy, because you have so much emotions here. That's what is going to give you the answer to move away from a lot of things that you've considered no longer useful in your life. In your mind space, you've got the World. Look at this beautiful card. So we just got the full moon in Sag. And this beautiful illustration is just mind-blowing to me. Look at that moon. Look at the owl. It's gorgeous. Anyway, in your mind space, this represents clarity. It's like you're coming into an awareness that you didn't have before. You're coming into a wisdom. It's being illuminated inside of you in a way. And it seems like you're going to have opportunities to use this knowledge, meaning that chaos and lack of stability in relationships in general that you felt, if this has resonated with you in the recent past, you know, there may be a little bit more of that in the future. So it is important for you to know how to process that, okay, in the best way. It's like you're going to get an opportunity to practice and to see how and what works for you. What works for you. Page of Cups. You may feel kind of like a square one. You may be feeling like you're going all the way back to learning something for the first time. You may feel like you don't know anything about the subject. You may realize that by researching or learning about processing emotions as they come, you may realize like, oh my God, like I've never really done this right. Like I always run and get a drink or go eat or sleep, or it's like there's always kind of like a way for us to numb ourselves. And you may learn that this is kind of like a whole new thing for you, learning how to actually sit with the emotions. In the environment, there is a lot of abundance for you to claim, a lot of comfort, a lot of luxury. Everything is sustaining you at this time in a space of beauty. Some of you are, you know, kind of very afraid of conflict, confrontation, and it just seems easier to you to walk away, but not because you actually feel like walking away, but instead because you fear the confrontation, or you just don't want to deal with it, or you find it very draining. Some of you may be like, oh, you know what, like it's easier for me to burn a bridge. It's easier for me to just walk away and never speak to this person again, rather than actually sitting and working with the emotions and seeing if there's any way to rescue a connection. And this may bring a level of heartache, but I feel like for some of you, it's a familiar kind of heartache that maybe you've gotten used to for whatever reason. But I don't know, I feel like some of you are wanting to change this. It seems like some of you are wanting to process things differently. Yeah, it's like you want to evaluate if there's a better way of doing things. But for many of you, this, I see research. Like, literally, I see you guys Googling, like, how to process emotions in a healthy way. Or, like, how to, I don't know, be more compassionate, how to communicate, how to, I don't know, like, stuff. How to not eat your feelings away, or how not to sleep your feelings away, or how to deal with the root cause of addiction, things like that. I see you guys researching, Googling, asking Alexa. I ask Alexa for everything. I'm like, Alexa, what does this word mean? Alexa, like I bother her all day. With the Tower here, it's like you're open to the changes that a new perspective can bring. And this openness is very valuable, Pisces. It's like make the most out of it when it's there. Because it seems like you're ready to face difficult emotions. You're ready to face change. And integrate it in a way that it doesn't become, like it's not scary for you anymore. Integrate it in a way that it's just like something that you know how to handle every time it arrives. Just like a headache, or just like anything that just comes in, you know what to do. And you don't feel triggered, or you don't feel shaken up by it. Because, you know, we live in a world in which we will have negotiations and conversations and conflicts and all sorts of interactions. And I feel like for some of you, these feel very harsh. Even if they're positive, like they may feel just intrusive to your energy, because maybe you feel the energy of the other person very vividly. And, you know, this is kind of like not needing to numb yourself, learning how to not need that, if that makes sense. Moving into calmer waters, moving into a space in which you don't really need to think about it all that much. It may feel confusing at times, but research, I don't know. Literally, the message I'm getting is research. Research, and as soon as you do, it's like you're propelled forward real fast. And the things that maybe you thought you could not do, the things that maybe you would run from, the things that maybe you thought were not within your reach, suddenly become available to you. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you've always wanted to do public speaking, but you've always been, you know, very sensitive to those energies, and you've never known how to deal with judgment or criticism, and you just don't want to deal with it at all. Well, maybe after this research, and maybe after seeing things a little differently, with the openness of these energies, all of a sudden, you're not scared anymore. All of a sudden, that is a possibility for you. The same goes, for example, for those of you who've been working on your health. Maybe all of a sudden you're not emotionally affected by things in the same way. You don't feel the need to run and get a drink, smoke, a cupcake, a nap. Maybe, just maybe, something unlocks here. And you're propelled forward with, I don't know, it's like without, is that like a crutch? I don't know how you call that thing they give you when you have like your foot broken or something that you kind of like lean on. So yeah, very interesting. Pisces, comment below and tell me, what are you going to be researching about? By the way, you guys, I have spots for the manifestation sessions. I would love to meet you. Yes, you. I would love to meet you and spend some time together. 45 minutes on Zoom. We get to have coffee together. You get to tell me everything about what you want to manifest. And I can help you out with the knowledge that I have to maybe unlock, unblock specific aspects of your process that may be, you know, an obstacle. I can help you identify, get a little bit more of a plan, get a little bit more of a strategy, boost the energies, you know. Together we are stronger. So I would love to help you out with that. The link is going to be in the description box below. These tend to go fast, so I would suggest you schedule yours as soon as you get a chance, because they do get booked quite quickly. Alright, my loves, I will see you in the next reading. Bye!